9/11 day, watching this September the 22 or whatever, September the 12th. I'm sorry. Just want to say, where were you that day? Even if you weren't born, I know I wasn't born then, but it still has a part of me, because it's like the death kind of affected a lot of people, including the world itself. Like it affects a bunch of people. Like even rewatching that CNN and stuff, watching like old videos from school, archive videos of it. It's just like the Titanic, though. It makes in Pearl Harbor. It makes you think of them things and like say, "Wow, what could have happened if those never things happened?" But yeah, it's still a sad thing though that America went through that and stuff, and like it's kind of sad because it was a clear day, and the thing I really mean by that is not because like my cousin wants this milk. I get that. No disrespect to them. No disrespect to them at all. Um, it's just like sometimes they take serious subjects and try to make them funny. In my opinion, I really don't like that because like people watch videos in front of me sometimes, like they talk about that and it's not even really funny. Like maybe like a couple last year or something, or this year still, they had did a little parody of it a little bit, like where they said, "Oh yeah, the plane freaking crashed. This is the most beautiful day in the sky. I'm pretty sure no one would ever want to hijack it." It's just like no disrespect to the guys themselves, but it was kind of disrespectful to that and the lesson we've lost this year and everything else that's happened throughout the years and stuff. There's many things that have even happened, and like the thing is though, if 9/11 didn't happen, it could have happened again though. I mean, today maybe if we didn't have detectors, and that's what really gets me is because we would never had freaking detectors to do all that stuff, and like we wouldn't have never even had metal detectors to like scan people to see if they were holding any of that stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of disrespectful. But I'm gonna get on to questions like, I freaking saw Flash season 6 new trailer. What do I think about? It's okay, but yeah, even Wu Tang even done something with it because they knew it was coming out. So it's like, oh, we're just gonna put the World Trade Center, and they did a great job with that. It was no funny acts, nothing about that. It was just them showing it and then people talking under it. And I think some films, so this is my conspiracy theory, is that original films don't have 9/11 clips in there. Like they don't have the freaking World Trade Center, but then films put them in there. Like I think that the original Men Black, no 9/11, no World Trade Center clip in there. I think it was originally filmed as a no 9/11 kind of look. I think they just put it in there to get it on with it. And I also, not just done with that, I'm also saying that because I think they just didn't do that part. I think in Home Alone 2, they kind of put that in there and like just said, oh, just show respect, we put the 9/11 clip in there. Even the Simpsons episode was delayed because of that. But I think Die Hard literally did have like a fine print of like Bruce Willis standing right beside the poster, but there was like the tower itself is kind of like split, and then you see like a plane kind of blowing them up and stuff. I'm like, that picture looks exactly like it, and we have all facts and stuff and dates that look exactly like it. But I don't think they're freaking showing the year itself. But yeah, that is what I'm getting to and stuff. But yeah, I have many other questions like. I know that freaking Sony and Marvel had that big thing going on. That's pretty kind of tough for me to talk about because as someone actually asked me a question about this, like, oh yeah, Sony and freaking Marvel thing. Well, my opinion is this: it was a fun thing because I wanted Sony to take it back. It felt like the first freaking Spider-Man Far From Homecoming was not good to me. Spider-Man Far From Home, I watched it first at home, then I watched it again in theaters. Like it's not good anymore to me. Saw it the second time, the twist don't work, and it's not just because that I learned that the twists and stuff were very cheap and stuff because it's Iron Man again. They used a blip as a just an answer for anything if people we don't know what happened to her. Imagine if Aunt May wasn't freaking turned into dust. Imagine if she just survived it. That would make more sense. If she survived it and she had to live a life without Peter, and we could have gotten into that instead of the MJ and Peter romance, which even when I first was like, how did he like her again? Was he freaking when he was in there? Was he thinking about? I'm thinking about MJ now. I want to date her now ever since I vanished. That's what I think he said. But if I was really to make things for DC, first off, and Marvel, for Marvel, I would make a Fantastic Four. At Sony or Fox, here's how I will make it. Like the beginning of the film, we get a title sequence, then we'll see like some kind of chronicle footage with each character. Like I'm gonna copy the Jimmy Neutron thing. What happens is like we see their ships going off, then something happens, the acid rain comes off on them, then the ship goes off and stuff, and then what happens is Johnny's like, oh, I'm gonna go fix it, and Susan's like, no, 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 something's coming over. Then he tries to fix it, opens up the door, bunch of fire, just like burns him in his suit. He can't take it no more, and the tent's not very fireable. And then he's kind of like a bunch of, and the ship's like stirring, and then a bunch of rocks like douche just start coming in, and everyone's just trying to avoid them. Ben actually gets like two boats like stuck on him. It's like I can't get him out. Help, Reed, like kind of shoving him in. So like it's like they're kind of pushing onto him, and Reed just takes off his seatbelt and tries to help Ben out. And Suchi just covers her hand and instead tries to block the way. It says we're coming into pressure, and she takes over the controls, tries to freaking cover her face to freaking try to get to Johnny, and then just whoosh, it hits them. And then, like, it will cut to us seeing Kirby, and he's a computer in his version, like Jarvis is. And he's talking with Reed and stuff, and we cut to a party. Then the monster from the comic, the first Fantastic Four comic, that poster with the green monster, he'll be coming out and trying to defeat the Fantastic Four, and they're like, where'd this thing come from? We need to find out, and we even have Victor Vaughn. It's going to be Victor Vaughn in the film, and he was not with them. We're going to keep that Victor and him was old classmates. What happened was, unlike Reed, Victor did not came a little bit successful until he went bankrupt. Didn't get Susan, but Reed did, and he went on this experiment. And what happened with Victor Vaughn, his name is less things I don't like that. He's kind of like, oh yeah, just doing work and stuff. And after he learns that they have power, he's like, I want this. I was always smarter than Reed, but no one believed me. So he's like, so he starts just trying to find a way to freaking reach power, and he's gonna like, I'm gonna take over my whole country too. So he reaches power, and he's like, finally I have it, and he just starts taking over his country. That's what he did. But the way I put Fantastic Four, a TV show, 12 or 13 episodes, it could be like Daredevil. It can be a masterpiece of a show. By that I mean like you have a team of characters, but here's how I made it. Like I said, the main villain would not be Victor Von Doom. I would like to have some kind of villains up in there and stuff. And I know the budget's overweight, but I think instead of freaking putting freaking Fantastic Four on the big screen, because I don't want that. I just want a Disney Plus TV show out it. It would just do it better because I think the show is kind of like if Spider-Man PS4 can be like Daredevil for video games. This right here for Marvel video games, this right here can be a good thing for me because I just want to see Fantastic Four as something great. I think we already have enough team squads for freaking Marvel. Like we have Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. I know there's not that many left, but do they really need 2 more squads? It's not gonna work because like instead of calling the Avengers, oh yeah, we can call the Fantastic Four now, or oh yeah, we can call freaking the X-Men now. Really, not really good. But yeah, it's just like I think that maybe X-Men should just be put back on the small screen. I'm glad that The Gifted was canceled though. That's the honest truth. I never liked that show at all. Like the first season was kind of good. The second season it was just trash all the way through. I tried to start Origin, sucked at doing that, and they freaking just ruined that show. Krypton, I don't get what people loved about it too. Like I don't get it. I was like, yes, it's on Krypton and it's taking place before that, but it's not that pretty good. So we saw the fall of 2 Marvel shows, including Aaron's about to go now. Sad about that too. But like I said, we saw the fall of 2 Marvel shows now. It's kind of... But I think that freaking Gotham should not gotten canceled. Maybe move it to some other network. But I'm glad Black Lightning moved to CW because I think the reason that Gotham got canceled, not because of low ratings, it's because freaking Marvel has started on the Fox and Gotham was on Fox Network. And it's not on freaking CW. And CW's not owned by freaking Disney because CW is owned by Warner Brothers. And if Warner Brothers gets taken over by Marvel, Disney, I'm done. I'm like, done. Okay. But that would be fun to see if this Warner Ref was still trying to make movies. Because I'm not liking that Disney's kind of taking over the world of things for them because I get they're trying to make the world bigger and stuff, but it's not that good now. I mean, Simpsons should just stop airing episodes, but now it's still going on. But yeah. But like I said, I'm actually grateful for But yeah, if I want to put a Plastic Man movie on the screen, definitely would make one with like Plastic Man as the main character and still give him some character with like the villain Stone. He was the Stone villain. I don't know that much about him, but I do love his origin, and I've actually read a little bit more comics than you expect. But I never liked the villains that he had, but except for one villain, and she was just like a rock person. She's kind of trying to boot her musical career, but then she just took super strength to make her strong and also turn her into a rock. And imagine like Plastic Man was on a date with her, and then they kind of had broke up. I gotta touch my phone right now. I just phone up. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of sad that that show got canceled. But but if that was a movie, that would be good. But I have two shows I've always had in mind for DC Universe. One series and the other one's comedy series. Bat Family. Bring that up there. And what's the reason why I'm saying Bat Family? It's because like, okay, Bat Family is like should be its own TV show. It could be about the Bat Family. Like, I'll pick the first season right now. They think Bruce Wayne's dead. They don't know what to do. Gotham's in hijinks. Is not bad because we still got other characters around. This takes place like Young Justice, only universe with superheroes in there. So kind of like Damian Wayne does exist in this version. Because DC Universe does not play can get credit. You already know that. So, like, in the show, this can replace Swamp Thing. Like I said, like, what happens is, like, Damian Wayne is this, Batwoman's on the team, Blue Jay's on the team. I liked her character very much in Batwoman. But I don't think Batwoman won't be in there because they got her on the CW. And I'm going to get on to that. But like I said, I'm freaking Blue Jay, Nightwing, and Alfred would definitely be a part. He's the World War II Alfred. I like him from Beware the Batman, so I'm going to use him. Nightwing, a little bit of Tim Drake. Red Hood would be in the show, but he won't be. He'll be used for information on criminals and stuff. But during season 2, we'll get Batman return, but he won't like say, oh yeah. We'll finally learn that Batman's freaking been kind of messed up. Kind of, he's like, I didn't fake my death. I was freaking shot too much and stuff. But I don't know how we're playing the death out, but like, that's how it would go and stuff. And like, because Batman Incorporated was a great deal. Batman Inc. was a great deal. I hope they fleshed more onto that, but they did. So a Bat Family show, probably a spell for Young Justice. Like, if you don't want to use Batman in the show at all, you can just make it like about the Bat Family itself and freaking use Batwoman or Blue Jay, introduce her to the show and use probably some other character. I mean, like, there's so many Robins out there. You can freaking use spoilers Robin, but definitely make her Robin though. If she was in the show, just introduce Blue Jay, probably introduce like kind of Nightwing in the show and stuff, and definitely you got it. And clearly having a World War II not offered, so that'll be cool. Anything would be better than that. The second one will be a live action Blue Beetle TV series or anime. And the show will be about freaking Blue Jaime Reyes, and this will be based off of the Rebirth comic where I liked it, where Ted Kord's alive and stuff and helping Jaime. It could be like Daredevil from DC Universe, which we already have. Doom Patrol, I know, I love that, but another show like that would just be great. Like, you can have the characters like kind of have a story between them. A superhero show definitely, but still have a good story. But into freaking like I said, like, I think Daredevil's cancellation kind of heartbroke me. But Titans season 2 episode was kind of good. Season 2's episode 1 was kind of good. But like I said, as you can freaking see on the wall, I have an Injustice poster. I guess you guys can't see it that well, but yeah. My walls are not empty. I have a Star Wars poster right up there. If you guys can see that, freaking. Oh shoot! Okay, freaking my door is open. That's the Star Wars poster, and there's darts right there and stuff. Yeah, that's the Injustice poster right there. Freak! I keep. Okay, like lean the camera over. On my face, okay. You guys, right there. Just look at the background a little bit. But yeah, it was kind of disappointed that freaking Titans downwind Stargirl will not be shown to 2020. Well, it's like, you cancel Swamp Thing, but Blue Beetle show or Bat Family could just go in freaking Swamp Thing slot. Because they've canceled that and really didn't even watch that show, to be honest. That's why you never saw a review on it if you were wondering. It's because I wasn't that much interested in Swamp Thing. Yes, I read comics. I love Alan Moore's comics, but I didn't think he's worthy of a TV show. yes, he does work in his own good way, but I think that's one thing more is part of Justice League Dark. That's a great. That should be a show too. I mean, just call it Dark, and like I wonder what Guillermo del Toro would have done with the Dark movie because it was supposed to be Justice League Dark, but if they don't want to call it Justice League, just call it Dark. DC Dark, and you'll have a movie or a TV show off of it. You don't have to have Enchantress. I think that's who should have been the villain of Dark, DC's Dark, and I think freaking that's what should have happened. I don't think freaking it should have been Enchantress because usually Suicide Squad is one kind of black op missions and stuff. But I still did enjoy Suicide Squad. I think that David S. Gore should have just directed a DC Dark movie. I wanted to see a Suicide Squad movie, but I think DC Dark should have just done it for him. I'm like, just name this movie Dark. If we don't want to show Justice League first, call it Dark, and we'll get into the story and stuff. And like having Enchantress as the villain, you have John Constantine, and freaking. I think that after they play Killer Croc should have just been Swamp Thing. Obviously, Zatanna should have been played by Katana and Will Smith. I don't even know if I even want him in that film. I think the one that played Boomerang would be a great Constantine. He'll be a drunken man who kind of solves mysteries and stuff. So yeah, and there you go. Boom, you have a squad. And even if you want freaking him to play Electro King, won't be a great idea still though. So yeah, Electro King 2. And like they're like, okay, we had to save the world, but kind of doing their own ways and stuff. So yeah. But if they don't want to do that, I'm cool with that. Like I said, Stargirl shit just got moved because I want to see that show super bad, and that's the one I anticipate about for DC Universe. I've anticipated that show for the longest time because I wanted to see a Stargirl show because I'm glad, and Joel McHale's in too. I'm down for that, but I wanted to see Stargirl not just because of that. It might be good, and it's totally my opinion. But yeah, I'll be back. Hold on.